Hey, everybody, in this episode of Box Office Breakdown, everything wasn't quite that awesome at the week's box office. Lego 2 takes the top, but not as good as everybody thought. We're going to break it all down next.
Welcome to Popcorn Talk, featuring movie discussion, news, and interviews. Popcorn Talk, we talk movies. And now, here's Popcorn Talk's Box Office Breakdown.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Box Office Breakdown. As always, this is the show where we look back at the box office that was, and then we...
Yay!
Yay! Oh, beautiful.
We made it through.
About the box office that lie ahead. I'm Frank Moran.
What's up, Kari Lane here.
I'm Amy Cassandra Martinez.
I'm Mina Wahab.
Look at that. Mina is so kind to sit in with us this week here. So thank you so much.
Oh, I'm really excited to be here with you guys. Thank you.
Well, excited about being there with you and Amy.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
just
no,
us.
you
Yeah.
too.
No,
I
that's
said
cool.
you
No,
too,
it's
but
all
I
right.
meant Frank, obviously,
Sure.
too.
Included.
You're included.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And making us look good and sound even better is Brianna in the booth.
Sorry.
Hey.
Sorry.
Hey.
Right there, but hey, everybody.
I like the really abrupt hey. That was great. And as always, folks, like us on Facebook, give us those 5 stars on iTunes, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and give it a thumbs up while you're there, or 2, or 3, or 4, however many you can do. And the chat is up and running, so feel free to hop in there. I know that Carrie's already looking it over and looking at all your great thoughts, so keep them coming, whether about anything that we're talking about or just movies in general. But Carrie, if they're watching this after we stream live, what can they do?
Oh, yeah, Frank, you can all comment down below.
Love it. So without further ado, let's just hop into this week's top 5 here. Coming in at number 1 was the Lego Movie 2, the second part. Coming in with only just $34.4 million. So I know Warner Brothers was expecting or hoping for a $50 million opening, but it came in short.
Why do you guys think that is?
Super Bowl weekend.
Oh, the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
No.
That was last week?
I know, just
Yeah, wait, I was like, yeah, sports. I know what's
Super
going
Bowl
on.
it's the end of this weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Post Super Bowl
yes.
tiredness.
Yes.
It's a thing.
Definitely.
It's this is actually the second lowest one. The other one was the Lego Ninjago movie.
I forgot about that one.
There's no holiday right now. I feel like the holiday, like, it was Super Bowl last weekend, so everyone went out, and now it's like, well, I think people just stayed in. It was raining.
They're tired.
Rain and weather has definitely been a big thing all across the U.S. So.
Yeah.
It is interesting with the Lego franchise, though, because I, more from that, maybe that they think more of the direct-to-DVD kind of releases that they do. Which is, you know, they do like the more like DC Lego superheroes. They do like those nice 90-minute cartoons that they'll release. Or Scooby-Doo or a variety of different other franchises. They'll do Jurassic World. But so I think, and those are really good and they're fun. But in terms of like big screen, I don't know if the Lego brand is the first Lego movie notwithstanding, like one that like draws you in. It's like, I gotta go see that on the big screen because I feel like we're so used to just being able to watch it at home.
Well, and also I think the first one just had something so different, I would say, that now the second one, it's like you gotta live up to that one. And if the trailer didn't bring you in, then you just didn't go. Which I didn't go.
Agreed.
But were any of you, after the first Lego movie, saying, I want to see more in this world? Or you're like, that was fine. If I never see another Lego movie, that's okay.
Yeah, but I wasn't opposed to seeing it. Just one of those timing didn't work out well enough. So it's like, that's why you're not in a rush to see it. It's kind of like, if I get to it, I get to it. If not, that's okay.
Mina?
I think I'm just super picky when it comes to animations. Like, I love Coco, but I don't like, there's not a huge draw with animated movies for me unless it's a story that's super relatable and there's
What do you mean? You can't relate to a Lego? I'm a Lego. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know,
I'm
not
a Lego on the weekends when I'm not here, guys. I'm a Lego.
Starger
I
in the
got you.
chat
Yeah.
suggested that screeners. People were getting screeners, so they weren't seeing it.
really?
But
Okay.
that's still not that many people, but it's a thing, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
effective.
Or even people that are in the entertainment business, it's award season. And so their
Yeah.
priorities are like, I gotta watch all these other things, or like the Grammys are today. I gotta focus on that, maybe.
Mina, did you see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
No.
Nice.
There wasn't a draw for me, even though I heard it was really great. I know, I'm Amy's
My heart just broke. It's fine.
But you know what? I kind of get where you're coming from. At first, the animation style to me, I was like, I don't know about that. But then once you were in it, you're like, this is awesome. And it feels like a comic book moving. And I can get that initially might have turned some people off. Like, because animation's not like something we see that commonly. So you're just like, no,
No,
like,
that's cool.
but that's what made it good.
Yeah.
Like it's a different style, and that might put some people off. But if you haven't seen it yet, go see it because you get in it, and you're great once you're in.
Yeah.
And it just adds that comic book feel, and they do more upon that, which is so fun with the boxes and talking. It's like, yes.
Yeah.
But I feel like, Mina, you're saying you can't relate to somebody having the proportionate strength and abilities of the spider. That's the part you just can't get behind. Like, that's not drawing
I mean,
me in.
I watched Team America, and that was an animation, and it wasn't that relatable, but I loved it.
Yeah.
How many years
Stop
ago was
motion?
that?
That's right.
But okay.
I love
Oh yeah,
Team America.
technically stop. Yeah, they were
Yeah.
puppets. Okay,
Yeah.
see, I can't even remember
It's
the
okay.
last animation other
That
than
was good,
Coco.
though.
Neil
Yeah.
Hutchinson.
And Isle of Dogs too. Yeah,
Yes,
that's it.
That's also stop. Yeah, Neil Hutchinson in the chat says the Lego Batman film was great. So maybe that's it. Of this one, people are maybe burnt out by now.
No more Legos, guys. No more Legos.
Yes.
Coming in number 2, What Men Want, starring Taraji Henson there, from Paramount, made $19 million. I see. I know Amy went and saw this opening night.
I saw 5 other movies that do not include What Men Want.
But you were excited about this last week.
You know, I was, and I just didn't go. It's one of those things where the movies, at least right now, have to be amazing for me to be like, I have to go see it in theaters right now, kind of a thing. And this wasn't it. But I will see it.
The way you reacted last week, though, when we
I
talked about
know.
this, it made it seem like that it was right there, like, I've got to go see this.
I know. You know, a lot can change in a week. So that's why, yeah, I'm making my way through all the Oscar nominated movies. So right now I'm like, I've got a deadline, and What Men Want can wait.
But for
So-
somebody who loves romantic comedies the way you do, what was
I
it about
know,
this one?
right?
What was it about this one that
What
just
was it
didn't say,
about-
like, I got to go see this opening weekend? That you're fine with putting it off.
I have to say that the weather has really just made me want to hibernate too. So if I need to watch movies that, you know, I need to watch, because I have to, the Oscar nominated ones, then I can do that from the comfort of my own home because I have certain resources. So I'm like, I want to do that instead of go out to the theater, put on regular people clothes, you know.
Go in your
it's like-
jammies. Do it.
Whoa. I mean, I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I can do that because I go to one that's not necessarily super close. So I'd have to walk a long distance. I don't know if I can do that. And then what kind of shoes would I wear?
Sneakers
Like Uggs.
and Uggs.
I don't have Uggs.
Okay, sneakers.
I have slippers. Should I just go all out and just wear
Yes.
like...
A hoodie, pajama pants, and sneakers. Comfort for
I don't
the
know. This
win.
sounds like a challenge. I think we should all do it. And then we should take a picture.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I'm down.
You too, Frank.
Yeah, I'll get my eggs and we'll
Yeah.
get right on it. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I found even this one did a little bit better than I was expecting. I was not
Yeah.
thinking it would be doing $19 million worth, but all right.
Yeah. Well, and you know, Valentine's Day is this week. This
Is it, Amy?
week.
Are you
It
so
is.
sure?
I am still in shock it's February. I have to say. I remember January and now March is almost here. So I don't even know what's going on.
Yes.
But Isn't It Romantic is also coming out soon. So it's all these like rom-com movies that I think would be great for
Battle
like,
Angel
So fun
Alita.
too.
You know.
yeah.
That has
Wilson.
romance.
Yeah.
Which once again, Eva.
I don't know. I actually you don't want to know my whole life, but Saturday I'm going to a Kiss concert. So
Woo!
yeah, I'm really excited.
Yes.
So I don't think I'll be seeing it on Saturday.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Coming number 3 was Cold Pursuit with Liam Neeson from Lionsgate. $10.8 million was also the subject of our box office bet.
And a
Yep.
big subject on Twitter because Liam Neeson said not the best comments.
Yeah.
I like the tweets that were just like, when you see he's trending and you find out why.
You know, we live in a very interesting
Do.
time in our
As we all sip our
Culture.
tea.
we're like, ooh.
So, as I said, it made $10.8 million. I bet $12 million.
Yep.
I guess I won. Look at me.
Yay!
Brianna bet 9, so she's absolutely safe. Amy, Cassandra, Martinez.
Yes.
With a powerful $7 million bet. We'll now be going to see Cold Pursuit and telling us all about it.
I will. I love losing when they make more than what I thought. So if I'm gonna lose that way, I'm glad.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You know, instead of me being like, I think they're gonna make $100 million or whatever, and then they make 5. That sucks.
You know,
this is good.
I will not have that reaction when we bet on the Medea funeral film, and I have to go see
Your
that
favorite.
movie.
I'm very excited for you.
No, I'm being...
I think everyone's
Y'all, nope.
pumped in the chat too. Yeah.
I'm going to be analyzing figures for starting now, tracking numbers. I want to come in with just an accurate prediction. I cannot see that movie. I cannot.
I think you can.
Oh,
Do it for the people. Do it for the fans. Yeah.
man, it's such a bad movie.
You haven't seen it.
It's gonna be bad.
He just knows.
Coming in number 4, The Upside. Again, the Bryan Cranston, Kevin Hart film. Did another $7.2 million. And then running at our top 5 was Glass from Universal, another $6.4 million.
Yay!
Yay for Universal getting more money. Sure. All right, yay. Let's congratulate that. But those were the top 5 films, and but we've also seen other films. So Mina, we'll start with you as our guest here today. What films have you seen recently that have really caught your attention?
So I've been watching a lot of the Oscar-nominated ones. So I saw On the Basis of Sex. Loved it, by the way. It's about RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and it's so nice to have a movie like that when she's still very much alive, and it's still very much relevant to the feminist movement. Really great movie, so well done. What else have I seen? Oh, I saw The Favorite a couple weeks ago. I actually liked it, despite some of the reviews. I thought it was a fun movie. What else have I seen? I've seen a bunch of them, but I cover them on Anatomy of a Movie, and we give you an in-depth analysis for each of them.
When can people watch Anatomy of a Movie?
Fridays at 12 and 1:30. We do back-to-back movies.
Nice.
Look at
Whoa.
that.
And it's also on Popcorn Talk, right?
Yes, it is on Popcorn Talk.
Look at that. Very nice. Amy, how about yourself?
Okay, so I've seen 5 Oscar-nominated movies. Isle of Dogs, which was it just kind of slipped my mind. It was actually pretty cool. The animation was fun. Yeah, it was cool. It was very realistic too. I like to see the dogs for
the hair.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Christopher freaking Robin. I knew that I was going to be emotional, but holy crap, the first 5 minutes I was like, how am I going to make it through this movie without becoming just a puddle of tears? But I made it through. I think it was one of those just like Won't You Be My Neighbor that I think people kind of need to just revisit their childhood to kind of remember what it's like to.
I love that documentary, by the way.
So good.
Yeah.
Just kind of, remember how to have compassion and just be kind. And yeah, also the animation was really cool. Pooh and Piglet and Tigger. I can't. Minding the Gap was really good. It's a documentary. It's about these 3 boys, and you see them grow up facing different obstacles, and it's interesting. It was actually filmed by one of their friends, being Liu. And I think they're freaking rock stars for actually being able to put that together. It's in the small town close to Denver, and you see just all of the hardships that they all face, and kind of, I don't know, I think it's very underrated, and I think more people need to be talking about and watching it. Mirai. It's one of the Oscar-nominated animated
films.
It
And
was
you watched
really cool.
it in English, yes?
Subtitles.
Oh, so it was in Japanese and you got subs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, which was really,
Nice.
it was nice. Fun, really cool, pretty, very pretty, and the music was beautiful. And First Reformed, I saw that today. It's with Ethan Hawke and Amanda Seyfried. Very dark, but I think the ending kind of leaves you slightly not as dark.
Okay.
Interesting film. It's nominated, I think, for either adapted or original screenplay.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Look at that.
Mina, someone in the chat asked about the On Basis of Sex. Do you know what that's nominated for?
Oh gosh, we talked about it on the show, and now I can't remember. I think it got.
Put you on blast. I'm sorry.
I can't remember if it was.
But
the
it's
musical
nominated.
score. I believe it's nominated for one thing. I just have to double check
cool.
what it is.
So
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, I saw Tulip Fever, which I feel I lost that bet forever ago. It was kind of dull, actually. I like period piece movies. I like romance, and I'm okay even with the star-crossed lovers and things don't quite go right. But this one just was like,
Why?
I don't know. I think the chemistry between the lovers was kind of
Lackluster.
and I remember Girl with the Pearl Earring and also The Danish Girl, which are similar-ish regions and also period pieces in their own way, and those were far more captivating. I just felt this one was like, take it or leave it. and beautiful. Like the look of it and the acting was good for pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
The costumes, the setting, but overall you're like, me. So yeah. I also watched To All the Boys I Loved Before.
Yes, Frank's favorite movie.
Yeah. Yep. Love it.
Yep.
Cute, but it wasn't necessarily like, oh my gosh, amazing. But it's a cute.
Okay.
It's a cute.
I
high school
loved it. I've
romance
seen it 3
one.
times. Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people who do love it because
Yeah.
then they're excited that there'll be a sequel.
Of course.
Right. So it's
So
cute.
pumped.
I like the fact that they address like parental loss in a family, mixed race family, and just relationships really well. So those were things I really liked. And also it's an Asian American is the lead, but it's never like, so this is my life being Asian American. Like, so that
It's
was,
just- yeah.
that's just who they are. So that was cool. And yeah, it's just cute. And then I also watched Velvet Buzzsaw, which Brianna watched as well. I liked it, but I felt it's more like a strong B+. Like, it could have been better.
Yeah, I think the more I talk about it, the more I like it, but there were just some points where the pretentiousness got overwhelming.
Yeah, well, I was okay with that. Like, the movie is very quirky, and it's this art world, so it kind of goes with the vibe. Some of the shots are so cool, just these really kind of weird angles or close-ups, and just the characters are kind of out there and zany, but you kind of buy it of, like, this is just the world they live in. The horror is there. There's some
Oh.
supernatural elements to it.
I didn't know that.
Yes. It goes...
What? Well, I
It's
just...
just that piqued Amy's interest, or they're saying, "Oh,
There's
wow."
horror. Oh, yeah.
Because it's like they get these paintings that were supposed to be destroyed and maybe they're haunted. And how people die, some of them were visually awesome and other ones were either too predictable or a little lackluster. But some of them, the painting, the pole thing, Brie, yes. Yes, like that was so good and they could have done more stuff like that. It was like that. Like you had all these great pieces in place, but it just wasn't.
Yeah, I agree. There were some very satisfactory deaths and some
Yes.
very unsatisfactory deaths.
Yeah. Jake Gyllenhaal's naked. So if you're a fan of Jake Gyllenhaal and you want to see him naked.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
But I actually really liked him. Besides that, I really liked his character, all the isms he put in his character, like the mannerisms, how he talked, how he looked, everything about it. I thought was very engaging because it didn't really feel like him. So
Yeah, they really nailed down those people that are
Yes.
in the art world that just think very highly of themselves.
yes.
Definitely nailed it.
And if you're a fan of art, it's good too of like just how we appreciate art, making art, buying art, that kind of stuff. So one of those, I recommend it, but it's not as scary as like a horror fan would want it to be. Yeah.
I like the name of it.
Yeah, right.
Too.
They get into what that is. Also, I started 7 Days Out, which is mini documentaries in it, and there I was telling you a little bit about before, Amy. So first one is Westminster Dog Show, which is so adorable and cute, and doggies. And then the second one is about a restaurant in New York opening after closing and remodeling. And so it's just very engaging being with these people 7 days before whatever their big event is.
Look at that.
Oh, and sorry, Brie, did you have any other thoughts on Velvet Buzzsaw?
Fun movie to watch if you just really don't have anything else to do. It's not like a movie I'd say you have to run out right now and watch at home, but it's fun.
Yeah, someone was commenting on seeing good and bad reviews. And yeah, I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just most reviews I agree that either people really liked it or they felt it could have been better. Like, it's still worth your while, but it's not going to be super amazing.
I feel Amy's been talked off. She was talked
She's
into
like,
it,
"Ooh."
and
Yeah,
now she's talked out
I'm
of
kind
it.
of
She's
just
not
left
sure.
confused right now. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
It was fun to watch Amy's interest kind of like, what? Okay.
Yeah,
That's
Ken.
all right.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
As an anime fan,
Yes.
I was just something I was going to go see and it just didn't work out, but I Want to Eat Your Pancreas.
Right, that's coming to theaters, yeah.
What?
Yes.
Yes, it's a fun title,
Title.
right?
There you go.
I was like, Carrie, be careful. Frank wants to eat your pancreas.
Yeah. What's wrong
Wait,
with
did
that?
you see it yet, or you're saying?
I didn't. I was going. There was a screening this past Tuesday. But I
Oh,
didn't make
okay, cool. Yeah, no, I didn't get to see that one yet, but that was coming out soon. And then I feel there was another one too. But yeah.
right.
I think
Yes.
movies need to step up their game.
Title game, you're
it.
Yeah.
You step it up.
Yes.
I mean, wow.
Eating the pancreas. There you go.
I want to eat your pancreas.
That's
That's
right.
the name of the title.
Yes.
I
was
want to
the-
eat your pancreas.
Thanks.
Yeah.
No, thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Yeah. Wait, where is it? No, sure. I don't need it. Right? No.
So, folks, we did our box office bet on Cold Pursuit, but that doesn't mean that we stop there. We've got another box office bet coming at the end of the show, and there are 2 films that are going to be vying for your vote in the chat room. That is Happy Death Day to You from Blumhouse and Universal, and as well as the film that Amy will say she's excited about, but will never see.
Oh gosh, that's
Isn't
not
it
true.
romantic for Warner Brothers? So those are the 2 films. Start voting away in the chat, and we will do our box office bet on the one that you choose. In the
Are
chat.
you not including Alita because it came out earlier?
Oh, I guess that's true, Alita. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it did have a little earlier. Yeah. Well, we'll
is
throw
it
a bat.
comes out on Valentine's
Battle
Day.
Angel. Yes, we'll throw that in as well.
Yes.
I also do want to clear up in the chat.
Yeah.
My bad for On the Basis of Sex. That was not Oscar nominated.
Okay.
And it was such a shocker because it was such a good movie, but it wasn't nominated.
But RBG is. Have you seen that one?
Oh, the
documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
that-
it, but I need to. It's on Hulu.
Yeah,
Well,
so good.
Mina, it was nice having you here.
All right. See you guys.
So there you go. We got 3 movies: Happy Death Day, the second one, It's a Romantic, and Alita: Battle Angel.
There you go. So start voting away there in the chat.
I'm
Look at that.
excited for all of those.
I really want to see Isn't It Romantic? Because it just looks like that perfect rom-com.
See, Frank, who else are you going to pick on, huh?
What?
What?
I'm just asking.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
All right.
I mean, I was giving you an opportunity to extol how excited you are about this film. Okay.
For
Silent
those listening,
excitement.
she smiled very, very big.
Yeah, yeah.
But it feels like I'm torn between seeing how Happy Death Day to You as well as Alita Bad Angel will do. I don't know how.
Yeah. Well, for Happy Death Day, the first one was really good. Like, I didn't have super high expectations going in because, like, wait a minute, this feels like it's Groundhog's Day and Deaths of Ian Stone. Because nobody's heard of that movie. But it was really good and very entertaining, so I'm curious how they'll keep it going. But the trailer looked interesting enough that I'm like, ooh, yes.
Yeah.
And Alita, I'm very excited for that because I read the manga for it and I watched a little bit of the anime of it. And my friends who are very familiar with the source material are giving very positive reviews. They've seen some advanced screenings, so that's making me very hopeful.
Well, I asked Amy this last week, but I'll ask you, Kari.
Yes.
As this has been a long gestating film. And originally James
Yeah.
Cameron
Oh,
was going to
yes.
do it
No,
before
we
he
did
got...
this question.
Was that you?
Yes.
I couldn't remember. I was talking about
Okay,
Amy.
wow.
Yes.
I was like, I do not remember
You
this
don't remember?
conversation at
Ooh.
all.
Oh, there you
I was not there.
go. You were not there?
It was probably
just
the
felt
second
like
Pretty
one.
much
Just
like
felt like- it
who
just
should
felt
have
like you were there.
directed it in the end.
What?
Yes, it was who should have directed
That's right,
it.
yes.
Because James Cameron started with it, and Rodriguez is now the director of it. So should James Cameron have done it and left Avatar, or are you okay with Rodriguez?
The second one.
Rodriguez.
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
Sure.
Sure.
That was good.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, then we got it. Now we know how everybody feels about this.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, some quick international numbers news here. Alita Battle Angel, of course, was out early internationally. It got an early strong start in Asia with $32 million, while Warner Brothers started rolling out Lego Movie 2, the second part, for $18.1 million. Fox took advantage of the Chinese New Year to push Alita in the Southeast Asia market, but it doesn't open until this weekend for us here. So so far the reviews are mixed. So I'll be curious to see how it does domestically. But James Cameron and Jan Landau, the producers, are very beloved in the Asian market. So I know they're going out there to actually host some screenings and stuff for it.
Yeah, they had a special screening here with the creator of the manga as well, which I wasn't able to go to because of work, but I was like, I would have wanted to.
yeah,
That's cool of a way to promote it.
Oh, for sure. Overall, though, Alita's outpacing Maze Runner by 23% and Ready Player One by 5% in likes for the markets. And Lego, as I said, got 18.1 million in 63 markets, including the UK, Brazil, and Spain. And surprisingly, Lego is not as well known a brand overseas. So, in terms of films and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Go Playmobiles.
There you go.
Do you guys know Playmobiles? They're pretty much not Legos. They're like this tall, and they bend at the waist, and their arms move.
Oh, that's cute.
But they look more specific than a Lego.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they have a Ghostbusters set.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
I had a pirate set. I had gobs of them. They were super. I like them more than Legos. I feel Legos, you build the buildings and everything more. You build the.
They're less people and more like blocks. Is that what you mean?
Well, like Legos, yeah, you build the pieces of things. Like there's the people, but you build everything else.
Yeah.
Playmobiles, it's all made.
Oh, okay.
Essentially, yeah, you don't really put it together. You put the things on it. Like if there's a horse, you would put the bridle and saddle on and everything like that, and the person could ride it. But
But it's already built in.
but it's already, they're pieces.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you wouldn't build an island; it's already there.
Yeah, we got the firehouse from Ghostbusters.
Okay,
bought
cool.
That. And so yeah, that was just more of just snapping pieces onto it, but the
Yeah.
structure was pretty much intact.
That's my kind
It's
of
kind of
game.
different.
Yeah, I just like to play with the people.
Oh, there you go.
And their
Instead of having
animals' toys were really cute too.
Aw, that's cute.
Now, Fox also had a milestone in Japan this weekend as Bohemian Rhapsody crossed $100 million. Yeah, this is the first of the film studio's titles to hit that mark since Avatar, which is, that's like 2000.
That feels like so long ago.
Maybe. So that was definitely a while ago. And the first foreign pick since 2017's Beauty and the Beast.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then, of course, How to Train Your Dragon was the overall leader at the international box office, not counting the China movies. The weekend was good for $38.2 million to lift the overseas total to $138.7. It still has got a couple weeks before it even opens here domestically. But go see it.
I'm excited to see it.
There you go.
I like that world.
Bring your hankies, folks. Bring your hankies. And Aquaman
Dude,
got...
even the second one though. Actually, yeah, second one more than the first one. I cried at the second one.
Yeah, but as I told Amy, I kind of power ranked them 1, 3, 2. Is how I'd rank them. Yeah. Not that two's terrible, but it's just...
How much do you feel you need to rewatch the other ones?
You
How
don't.
fresh?
Nah, I don't think
Not
you
really?
need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know about the series in comparison?
I've never watched any of the...
Oh, okay.
The series where they kind of fills in some of the nooks and crannies of the series. So I've never watched any of those.
Well, then obviously you still liked it, so.
Oh, I did.
Not
Yeah.
required.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah. Amy was excited. I showed my vulnerability as a human being.
he bawled his eyes out.
I wept openly. Freely.
Not here.
No.
No, we should see that sometime though.
Yeah.
Yeah, come over, guys. I'm gonna ugly cry. Watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
all
a
right.
happy family
Those
here.
things? What?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
And lastly, Aquaman got its fins wet in Japan at the final
clever.
market for Warner Brothers there. With $6 million, it opened up to number 1 for a total of $792 million offshore. The global tally, just a measly $1.12 billion.
Good for him.
There you go. And then there was an article in the news that supposedly DC is exploring doing a spin-off film for the trench monsters that were in the Aquaman film.
Maybe.
Which,
that could be cool.
Okay. I feel like there's so many other things.
There are a lot of other things there. Yeah.
Speaking of projects that could have been, real quick, there was an article about James Gunn when he first came over to Warner Brothers. They kind of opened up the DC properties to him, and they said, "Hey, would you consider Superman?" And he passed on that and did Suicide Squad instead. Would you? Which I have to admit, I'm not. Knowing that, I am much more excited about seeing a James Gunn Superman film than I am about seeing a James Gunn Suicide Squad film. I don't know how you guys feel.
I'd like to see another Superman film. I don't feel like there's been one that really stands out in my mind as the best one. I feel like with Batman, I have a go-to, like, Christopher Nolan. Okay, that's the ideal Batman with Christian Bale. But for Superman, I think, like, Christopher Reeves. But then there's been the Smallville adaptation. But I'd like to see another Superman that can be at the caliber of The Dark Knight.
I would be all for that.
Well, I wonder if he was thinking there's a huge number of people that weren't super pumped for Suicide Squad once it came out. I think it was one of those that really divided people. So maybe in his mind, he's like, as far as Superman goes, it's not super divided. In general, people love Superman. So maybe if he can unite everyone together and have a positive outlook on Suicide Squad, maybe that's what he wanted.
But I would say that while everybody may love Superman as a character, I think it's very divided about who loves these Superman films.
I mean, the
Yeah.
Christopher Reeve.
Well, certainly Christopher Reeve, but that was back in the 70s. So
They're all
That's
dead.
okay.
the Brandon Routh one, I think, and the Bryan Singer directed one, that's just so kind of divided on that one. I really don't like that film. And then the Zack Snyder one, it was just a little too dark and gritty for my taste. So
Which
I don't
one
think
was the one with Kevin Spacey as the
Brendan
villain?
Roth one,
The
yeah.
Brendan Roth one? Okay. Because all the Supermen look the same to me. They really do. They're so hard to differentiate.
So I would have loved to see that. Plus, I feel like we've seen him do kind of that quirky band of outcasts that work together in Guardians of the Galaxy. Do I want to see him kind of doing that same vibe again?
I don't think
Suicide
it's going to be the
Squad?
same vibe.
Well, it's going to be just a bunch of misfits and outcasts that work together.
They're
I
different.
didn't
They're
hate Suicide
Rocket's not
Squad.
there.
Well, true. But to see him do something like Superman, I think would have been just selfishly, I would have been excited just to see somebody giving a Superman character some love. But that's just
Same.
me.
No, me too.
I didn't hate Suicide Squad, so. But I'm not familiar with the source material, so I definitely couldn't say how much it differs. But I thought it was fun and crazy.
See, he would bring that division to
Michael-
an end. See?
Michael in the chat said Suicide Squad is more his style. If you want to watch his take on Superman, Brightburn is coming out soon.
Yeah, but I mean, of course, he's just executive producing that. So I mean, it's yeah. I mean, I guess he's got some input on the vision, but it's not really like giving me a James Gunn directed film.
We'll see. So it could be Suicide Squad right now, and then Superman.
Who knows?
That's what's
very
going to
true.
happen. Just put it out there, and it's going to happen. There you go. Done.
Yeah, it's a shame because I enjoyed Henry Cavill in the role. I just
he
wish
was
he
a
had been
good
given more to do. And so, but I feel like that ship has sailed. And so, if they do another Superman film at some point, it'll be with somebody new.
He looked pretty in it, though. That's enough.
That's what you want out of Superman.
Yeah,
You just
that's
look,
all.
just look
That's all he
pretty.
has to do.
Just look
then
pretty.
He puts on the glasses, takes it. That's it.
I will say the
Oh,
one thing I
so
didn't
different.
like is that he always had like a little bit of the chest hair peeking out over. That was always like,
You're not
come
a fan of
on.
that.
No, it's like
It's not
looking at it-
aerodynamic.
I don't know, because you look in a mirror and you was like, oh my god, I should probably just manscape that because that looks weird. Just a little bit of
Some
the chest
guys
hair.
like that.
Very Middle Eastern Superman, if you ask me.
That's cool.
Yeah, but like if you're seeing a guy that's wearing like a polo shirt and you see just like some tufts kind of sticking out right there where it buttons up, wouldn't you be like, oh man, he really should just knock that back?
It depends. Let us know your thoughts.
Yes. Hot manscaping talk on your superheroes. How do you like that?
Yeah.
So, folks, as mentioned, we've got Happy Death Day 2, Alita Battle Angel.
Yeah,
Saying
they
that
changed the
correctly.
title around because technically it's Battle Angel Alita, and this one is Alita Battle Angel for the movie.
Because we want the person first to care about what she does.
Sure.
Alita Battle. Alita Battle.
And isn't it romantic? Vying for your vote there in the chat room for the box office bet. But now we're going to do our box office rewind, where we take a look back at somebody who's going to be in one of these upcoming films. Take a look at their top 5 opening box office films. And we'll do this one for Rebel Wilson, my close personal friend.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Close personal friend, Rebel Wilson.
Yeah.
She and I spent a day together once.
This is true,
Oh,
guys.
yes,
that
this
actually
is true.
That is
I was
very
like,
true.
wait, you did tell us about this. I thought you were joking for a second.
No,
Oh,
that's
wait,
true.
no,
Me
that's
and
true.
Rebel and her mom and her
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
sister, we all hung out together. It was good times. So for her, though, coming in number 5 for her top 5 films, Night at the Museum, Secret of the Tomb
Yes.
from Fox back in 2014, $17.1 million.
I loved all the Night at the Museums.
I don't know if I've seen this one.
It's when they're in England and she's like a security guard outside.
Oh, that's a blur, but I think I have.
It was definitely kind of felt like it was set up at the end of it to be like you could pass the baton on to Rebel
Yeah.
Wilson and she could be the Ben Stiller.
Mhm.
But it just never happened.
Well, then maybe they know when to stop. You know? If,
Maybe.
like, you know, if people aren't really asking for it, then just, like, don't give them, like, 10 movies.
Yeah,
That's all right.
Well, it all depends, I guess, how you
Tell
feel about
that to
this.
Medea.
Hey, now.
The Night of the Museum films, was it the premise that was so exciting? Or was
Yes.
it Ben Stiller in the role that was like, oh, Ben Stiller, I gotta go see this?
All of it.
Premise.
And Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Teddy Roosevelt. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
All of it. I like the concept of, you know, there's a museum, the animals, the artifacts come to life. And Ben Stiller, like,
Yeah.
he was just so good in that role. And Owen Wilson was in it, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say one,
Wow.
it was the idea, the concept. Because how many of us, like, you know, you go in a museum and you kind of wonder, like, what if it moved when you weren't looking? Or if you're a kid and
Yeah.
you're like,
It's terrifying,
maybe.
but yeah.
Fair. And
Yeah.
then the cast. Because there were so many different people throughout all of them that had great roles. So, yeah.
All right. Coming to number 4 for her, How to Be Single from Warner Brothers back in 2016, $17.8 million. Amy, tell me how much you love this film.
I'm 97% sure I did see this. And I did like it. It was fun.
All right. Coming to number 3, Pitch Perfect 3 from 2017, $19.9 million.
I don't think I saw the third one.
That film irritated
Oh, I
me.
did see it.
I just saw the first and second.
Where
You
they
didn't like the
they
third?
go.
Yeah, it's like the world tour one.
Anna
Yeah.
Kendrick's like on
Yeah.
her own. She's gonna become like a solo artist.
sorry.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I actually liked it.
Me
just because it's
too.
so cheesy and fun, and I love Anna Kendrick. How can you not like Rebel Wilson? I mean, the sequel's never gonna be as good as the original, but people aren't going there thinking it's an Oscar-nominated movie. They're going to have
True.
fun and listen to the songs.
There are some major plot things, and I'm like, what the heck were you thinking? But all right, let's just get to more singing, kind of a thing. But
that part where Anna Camp says, you know what, I never really wanted to be a singer anyway, so that's cool. Like, what? That was the whole premise of these films, and now at the end you're saying,
they
oh, but I
weren't
never
all
really
about
wanted
her,
this.
though. They were about the Bellas. They
Yeah.
weren't just about Anna.
Well, I know, but everybody was breaking up, and she's like, I didn't care.
Everyone
I didn't want to do this
eventually goes
anyway.
solo
Because it's
anyway.
like, they're going to let Anna do her own thing, and they're like, oh, yeah, I didn't want to do this anyway. Like, cool, glad we watched 3 films of you doing this. That's great.
You can't have a career change later on in life, like
change
how
your
Amanda
mind.
Bynes didn't want to act anymore. So why do you got to put her in a box?
But, yeah, but something that clearly brought her so much joy.
Yeah, no, it's
And then at the
agreed.
end, she's like, nah,
Yeah.
you know.
People
Whatever.
change their minds.
That's her. Like, so if I come in next week and say, you know what, I never enjoyed doing box office breakdown, so I'm out.
But no one's like, you know, gosh, Frank, I don't know.
Coming in number 2 was the film we talked about last week as well, Pain and Gain from Paramount, $20.2 million back in 2013.
I've never heard of this
That
before.
was the Rock,
Oh, Pain and Gain.
Mark
You said right?
Wahlberg. Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't. I that was actually one of the we did talk about
Yes.
this. One of the few that I'm like pause and never finished it. I never really do that.
And number 1, Pitch Perfect 2 from Universal, $69.2 million back in 2015.
Yeah, I like that one, but I don't think I liked how it started. Like the movie, how it started, I almost left the theater. If it's the one I'm thinking about. No.
Okay.
How does that one start? Refresh
It's
our memory.
very graphic. I've said it here before. I don't like it when things get too raunchy and like dirty. And you guys don't remember.
Is it the shower? No, that's
No,
later.
it's a different kind of shower.
Are we still talking about
yellow.
Pain and Gain?
Oh.
No, we're talking about Pitch Perfect 2.
Pitch Perfect 2.
How it
okay.
started. I'm pretty sure it's the one I'm talking about. She's upside down and certain bodily fluids come out of her.
Oh,
and
she's being strung up, right? Is that the yeah? That's
I
Rebel
was like-
Wilson, right?
I don't
Yeah.
remember this at all. That's so weird.
Yeah, but the rest of the movie, I mean, it's one of those Pitch Perfect movies, and I'm like, yeah, singing, dancing. But that grossed me out so much.
So get your feelings on this. So Bridesmaids.
That one scene
Maya
in
Rudolph.
Bridesmaids, that was Maya Rudolph.
that was
As long as I don't see
disgusting.
it, as long as I don't see it, it's fine. Like when
no.
she's on the street, I'm like, oh, okay, that's gross, but I don't see it. But the moments before then, I was like, stop
Throwing up in
this
the
now.
sink. Yeah.
Yeah, But after that, I was good.
I hated that scene. I feel like that was the scene everyone loved, but like both me and you
I'm like,
hated it clearly.
it was too much. That's
Don't
all right.
get me out. I didn't like the movie like at all.
Yeah.
Oh no, I like Bridesmaids.
Oh no, I didn't.
Oh, you
That's
didn't
what I was
like
saying.
it.
I was like, no.
I like the golden retriever puppy scene. That was the best part.
No, because then you get a bunch of puppies and then they end up at a shelter because nobody can take care of all of them.
But I mean,
The dark side.
I know
It's
that
the
got
real
very
side
dark.
because it's like, come on. Side note, I know we're doing another movie, but I was like, good point. We had one person comment for Yusuf Farrell said, what men want is decent, actually not as bad as the trailers make it out to seem. Thank you.
hey,
Good to know.
That really gets
Is that
me.
enough to change your mind to go see it
That really-
immediately?
That really gets me to want to go.
no.
It's decent.
No, okay.
Let me
Decent.
go
Okay.
see it.
I feel like a lot of people say that about a lot of rom-coms. So I'm like, that's fine.
Fair.
That's your opinion, but I love me some rom-coms.
Yeah.
There are some duds out there though,
Yes.
where people they're like, "Oh my gosh, you love blah blah, then you should see this one." I'm like, "Okay,"
Oh,
and then
wait,
I
you were
watch
talking
it.
about the Vanessa Hudgens new Christmas one?
Oh no.
The
Ew, Christmas Prince? No, Christmas Switch. No,
Yes.
Christmas Princess.
No,
Both
the
of
one
them.
where they
The
switch,
Yeah, no,
Okay. You're like, we
Okay.
won't speak at this movie.
we won't speak of that.
Yeah.
So, folks, we've got our box office bet coming up shortly for
Yes.
Alita Battle Angel, Happy Death Day to You, as well as Isn't It Romantic? But before we do that, though, we got to do our next week's top 5 prediction.
Yeah.
So we have those three films entering the mix there. I feel like it's up between Alita Battle Angel and Happy Death Day to You. Does anybody have any
For number one.
for number one?
Alita's done a ton of advertising. They also have The Experience in LA, which is also advertising. Yes, there's an
Really?
experience. Go look it up.
Where am
But yeah, I feel their ads have been everywhere. And Happy Death Day to You also ads everywhere.
Yeah.
So we've had those movies where we go, wait, where did that come from? And we haven't heard anything about it. And these ones, it's like advertisement. So probably pretty well.
So, well, Carrie, for you, if you could only see one film this weekend.
Oh,
out of those
I'm
two-
planning to buy Alita tickets and see it before I go to work.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, Thursday. It comes out Thursday. Let's buy an early ticket because I don't work till 3. So.
Interesting. For somebody who's a lover of horror movies, you would rather see that one first.
Well, that one I could see Thursday when it comes out, and then I'll see Happy Death Day on the weekend.
Got it.
Yes.
All right.
I agree with this kind of comment in the chat. Kadeem Gomez says, I'm not sure about Alita Battle Angel's box office performance next week. If it bombs hard, I'm going to be sad. So, agreed. I'm like, I want it to do well, because also properties of making live action anime are very hit and miss, because there's some that are really bad and some that are good.
All right. Amy, what do you think next week's top 5 will look like?
Okay. Alita. Lego. Happy Death Day to you. Isn't it romantic what men want?
Okay.
That kind of sounds like a sentence. Isn't it romantic how men what? Yeah, you got what I was saying.
Mina?
I feel like Isn't It Romantic is going to be a little higher up than that just because Valentine's Day is Thursday. It comes out Wednesday night, I believe. I think it's going to be higher up in the box office.
I guess it all depends on how much you love Rebel Wilson.
Well,
Yeah, but also Liam Hemsworth. Kind of, not really.
Yeah. I guess. He's not in any of the posters, though.
He's in the trailer.
Yeah, he's in the trailer.
I feel like that's the draw.
I'll go with Alita, because it also shows action and romance and sci-fi in that trailer. It's catering to everybody.
Yeah.
I'll go with Alita, Happy Death Day, because the first one did well. People like horror movies. Isn't It Romantic? Pretty much what you said. like Lego, and then What Men Want.
So you're switching. Isn't it romantic?
Yeah.
I'll go kind of similar to both of these, but I'll do Alita, Happy Death Day, the Lego movie, then Isn't It Romantic?
Okay. Wait, that's what I said.
Is it what you said?
That's what I said.
Well, what
All
a
right.
great thought.
Yeah.
What a great thought.
So we're
Amy.
similar.
Yeah.
There you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do our box office bet here based on the film that you have voted for in the chat. We'll do our opening box office predictions. The winner will get to bask in the glory of being prognosticators. The loser will have to go see this film and tell us all about it.
Why'd you look at me as soon as you finished that? Wow.
Amy?
All right. That's fine. What are people saying in the chat?
Well, Michael pointed out it's going to make money, referring to Alita. The problem is how much it costs to make. Fair. So it has to make a lot to make back. So what is our final tally on our votes, everybody? And which one are you most excited to see? Let us know.
If our boy Ken Jack is in the chat, I call out to him.
Ken Jack says Alita 1.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
All right.
So we all said number 1. Well, 1. I said 1. You said,
That's
we all
true,
said
yeah.
1.
1.
All right.
All right, so Alita, Battle Angel there. Directed by Robert Rodriguez. Executive produced by James Cameron. What do we all think it's going to do? So feel free, Mina, as you are our first time here for our box office bet.
Yeah.
Just type a number there on your calculator. Keep it to yourself.
What's the budget for this film? What's the budget?
I'm not. I can't.
I don't think we've ever factored that much.
Yes.
But like
Because usually
75.
I'm like, I wonder if it'll make back the
Oh,
budget.
no. Probably
Okay,
not
yeah.
opening weekend? No. Let's see. I'm scrolling through IMDb right now.
I think it was like $162,000
For
to make this film.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
162,000 to make it? That's not a
was it.
lot.
I know. I'm just kidding. It was.
I was like, do you need millions?
There's no way.
No, it was Robert Rodriguez. He does it. He does
I was like,
everything
is this
lo-fi,
like
man.
an indie? Like,
He shot it in Austin.
Nice,
Yeah,
yeah.
did his little green screen studio.
That's
he's
right.
got.
Well, just doing a quick search, it said it's been more than 15 years in the making with a budget of between 150 to 200 million.
Hey, you were kind of
They're not
wrong,
going to be making
but
that opening
right.
weekend.
Yeah. Or, I'm just kidding.
I doubt it. That'd be cool, but I doubt it. Stardrew says between 18 to 22.
Cool.
Got to pick a number. Can't do a range. Ken Jack says 17.
What? Okay.
You guys are going low.
Don't let other people dissuade
I
you,
know.
Amy.
Well, I just don't want to lose, you know?
It's fine. You feel good. You're doing
Well,
well.
I plan
at
to see it, so I'm rooting for it.
This means big numbers from Kari, which I'm excited
Yes.
about.
Wait, so are we writing down our?
You
our
just
guys?
type it in
in
your
the number.
calculator?
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
Type it in, and
Type
I'll
in the
ask you
number,
for
yeah.
it in just a moment.
The first time
But
I
if it's
wrote
in
it, I
the
put all
million,
zeros.
just write the number.
Oh, you just
Yeah, you don't need to
on your
write it.
calculator,
Okay.
whether it's like
Yeah, if it's like
and then
5,
Bree, you wanna
just
bet
5
too?
million, just put 5.
Yes, I will
got
bet.
it.
Yay! Yes, thank you for people chiming in on the budget. Michael in the chat says 43. All right, liking those bigger numbers.
Oh, whatever.
All right.
Okay.
Everybody locked in, and of course I'll be typing everybody's bet here.
Brandon says 18.65.
Wow.
Sky
All right.
says 20.
Interesting. All right. Brianna, we'll start with you. What do you think Alita Battle Angel will make opening weekend?
I want to say more, but I'm kind of holding back because of it being Valentine's Day and people wanting to go to a romantic movie more.
Okay.
I'm going to stick with 16 million.
Oh, all right. Very reserved. Yes.
Yeah, mine's
Alita
not
Battle
that
Angel
low.
is not for lovers.
My
I
turn.
understand.
Hey, there's
Mina.
a romance story in the trailer.
Just kidding.
Keep
Though
telling
their
people
trailers
that.
on TV versus movies are completely different.
Mina, what do you have?
Okay, so multiply that by 2 because I got
32. All right.
See what I'm
32 for
talking
Mina.
about.
Very nice. All right.
Talking about
Amy,
35.
35.
Oh, I
All
went
right.
super
I
high.
almost put
I
35.
aimed for way out there.
What'd you
I
get?
said 60.
Ooh, hey, look at that. I like
right,
it.
all
Swinging
right.
for the fences.
Yeah,
Yeah.
swinging friends. That's what I wanted.
I ended up going with 44.
Oh, okay.
wow.
Good spread.
Yes. There you
This
go.
is good.
So Lego Movie made 34 million opening weekend.
Yeah.
But that caters to a wider demographic. So you got kids,
Family.
parents, oh, okay. Yeah.
I just feel like it will make more money in the second weekend only because of Valentine's Day. That's my thought, but I could be 100% wrong. I'm just kind of happy to not be in the middle for once because now I might actually lose.
I am assuming you're going to be seeing Isn't It Romantic this weekend, Brianna?
All right.
Okay, a different kind of romance. I like it. All right. There we
Well,
go.
it's one of those, depending on if Alita does well enough, it'll be word of mouth that maybe makes it better for their second weekend. If people go, no, actually, it's really cool, go see it.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this episode of Box Office Breakdown. We've done it again. Mina, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. This is fun, guys.
Oh, look at
You
that.
guys are all good energy here. Like, there's not a single negative vibe.
It's okay. It's really-
Yeah.
I get
And
it.
Frank's
I get it,
like,
Mina.
hold on. That's all
Let
my
me rain on this. I'll rain on this parade. As always, folks, like us on Facebook, give us those 5 stars on iTunes, subscribe to the YouTube channel, give it a thumbs up, or 2, or 3, or 4, 5. And, Kari, if they're watching this after we stream live, what can they do?
Yes, comment down below. We talked about all kinds of things. So please leave your comments down below.
And if you want to get in touch with us, even after the show's over, Brianna, where can they find you? Nice. Mina?
You guys can find me on Instagram at Mina Makes Magic or go to my website, minamakersmagic.com.
Website. You guys can find me on all.
If anything, that just gets more people to go. So
Yeah,
thank you.
no, I
love
like that. I need to work on my website, but it just came out weird. Thanks. Whatever. You guys can find me on all social media at Amy Cassandra MTZ.
nailed it.
Whatever.
Instagram.
And my name is Kari Lane. You can find me online at Kari D Lane. That's KARIDLANE.
Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at AbigoJackie. Check out my website. Yeah, great. Folks, that's going to do it for this episode of Box Office Breakdown. We'll see you back here next Sunday for an all-new episode right here on Popcorn Talk.
See ya.
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network, we would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network.